Minister was warned multiple times about security threats from foreign interference. He was told measures to protect something as fundamental as our democracy were insufficient, and he repeatedly failed to do anything about it. We now know that members of this House knowingly assisted hostile foreign states against Canada's interests, and the government hides behind national security and cabinet confidence while these members are still allowed to sit in caucus, sit in this House, and serve their communities second. They've redacted and withheld documents from the Hogue Commission. So will they hand over all of the documents unredacted with names?
The Honourable Minister for Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, as I said earlier in question period, our government has always collaborated with the Hogue Commission, and senior public servants who are responsible for decisions around redactions work collaboratively and constructively at all times. And as I said, Mr. Speaker, obviously the government will ensure that the Hogue Commission has access to all of the documents necessary to do the important work that we've asked them to do. That's been our position since we created the Hogue Commission, and that will continue to be the work we'll do.
Member from Thornhill.
A really long way to say no. Canadians want to know who is working against.
I'm going to just stop the honourable member just so that we don't injure either our interpreters or other members who are listening on their earphones. If there's any earphones which are near a microphone, I just ask members if they could put them in the proper place to make sure that we don't get that Larson effect. The honourable member from Thornhill from the top, please.
Saying that that is a very long way to say no, and Canadians deserve to know who is working against Canada. Right. Their responses have been a convoluted finger-pointing exercise of secret committees, or worse, dismissive, boo-hoo, get-over-it statements from someone who once sat on the very committee that just...
I'm going to just stop the member once again. I see that members are not having any translation services. I'm going to continue talking until... Do they hear a translation at this time?
Really, it's Monday today, I guess. They can't get it together.
Do we hear translation at this time, members? Or is there any translation into French? Yes, there is. I'm going to ask, once again, the honourable member to start from the top.
Let her start from the top.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians deserve to know who is working against Canada, and the best way...
Come on. Oh, come.
I'm just going to ask the honourable member, we seem to be having some translation difficulties. Could I ask...
Get it together in this House. Come on, this is Parliament. Get it together.
Monsieur le Président, l'interprète signale qu'il y a eu un effet Larson. Donc, il y a un problème, ils ne sont plus en mesure d'effectuer l'interprétation.
There has been a feedback in the interpretation booth, which will prevent interpretation services from being offered.
Surtout les députés qui ont la parole et peut-être leurs voisins, pouvez-vous vous assurer que vos... Sorry. For the members of Parliament who are asking the questions, I'm just going to ask for the neighbours as well, just to make sure.
Interpretation services have been interrupted due to an acoustic incident.
And then we will